PDP Governors Plan Summit as leaders exchange blows at BoT meeting.
I think that I'm coming to the realization that unless something happens, PDP will not resurrect, at least in the way it had always been. They've been infiltrated, but not just that. A lot of them have been willing to be infiltrated because, like I told you, politicians follow two things. They follow the money and they follow the power. And since they don't have a president, and they don't have enough governors to go around. That is what they're going to have. That is the story of Nigeria. So I suspect and unfortunately, because I've been a PDP lover somehow, I'd always have had sympathies for the PDP. Basically because I thought way back then, this was long before even the APC, I thought they were the most broad-based party in terms of national spread. Not anything special for that. Politicians, as far as I'm concerned, are the same. But especially with the will we say Wike has exited?
No, he hasn't.
With the stepping aside of Wike from active politics in the PDP, this is not unexpected. But because I'm sure some of you remember the old Mr. Fix-It of that same PDP, who fixed everything but the assignment given to him by government. He didn't fix the roads. The budget for roads went, but he didn't fix any roads. So Wike too has been a very strong, like somebody said yesterday, a strong financier of the party. And with the strong financier of the party standing aside and romancing the APC, it is not unexpected that this fights and whatever will go on. I don't want to bore you with the details, but I think that we are beginning to see the extinction of the PDP as we've always known it. Because, like I said, politicians follow the power and they follow the money, and so that's the story of Nigeria. But something also is beginning to show that there could be a third force, like the APC that came out that time to challenge the PDP. There could be a third force in the coming. The only problem they have is that if you follow the APC, you follow the money and you follow their power, most likely your appetite will be well satisfied. There seems to be enough to go around. So let's see if that will happen or not.
If the PDP is allowed to disintegrate, which is looking like the direction it's going every now and again, is that not an indictment on the founding fathers of the party? Who
I won't bother to say that, because the founding fathers of the party are the same founding fathers of all the other parties, and like I said, PDP politicians always follow the power and the money. There are very, very few committed politicians in the era we have today. I remember in the days of the APC, there were some die-hard Awois. You don't have such people anymore. It's about convenience. How can I fit in? How can I slot myself in? That's why Atiku that is complaining the most is flip-flopped about 3 or 4 times. And he's one of the founding fathers. It's flip-flopped. So it's part of their DNA, really. And trying to do analysis on political developments in Nigeria is giving yourself a headache that paracetamol cannot cure.
For a party that has about 12 governors, how is that so much an impossible task for them to put their party together?
The main.
I mean, APC didn't have as much as that when they were in opposition.
The main culprit in this is the loophole that Wike has created. Everything is about following the money and following. If Wike hadn't been a minister, and he had the River State governor under his control, the way maybe he would have wanted it, maybe we wouldn't have all this. That is one. Two, I believe that most politicians play both sides of the divide.
Double agents.
But they are double agents. For example, in my wildest imagination, I've sometimes thought that How are we sure that Atiku himself has not at one point or the other done Tinubu himself a favor to get to power? I don't trust these politicians. I said, how am I sure? I'm not accusing him of anything, but how am I sure? My mind is always open when it comes. You don't even know who is who. You don't know who is who. So if you notice, I avoid political stories because you give yourself a headache. You don't know who is who. You can't say for sure that this man is devoted. You can't say for sure.
Does this have any connection to building a strong nation?
No connection at all, because they are not interested in building schools. Most of them are interested in their pockets. You better get that right, get that into your head now. Yes. If you don't get that, you will be disappointed. All these things we talk about, statesman, building nation, Iran, Ibugwe, every man for himself and God for us all. That is why you can see, even the government in power has no central line. The government in power itself has no central. That's why everything is scattered, including the presidency. Because everybody is in there for his own. Okay? You can see down the line. Do you see? What do I mean by central? I remember in the days of the UP, it's a pity I always use the UPN and even the MPN at that time and the MPP. You could see something down the line. You could see that, okay, this is a manifesto, we are going to follow it. But nowadays, what do you have?
Yeah, they still have manifestos.
That they follow.
I don't know.
Forget the propaganda. Everybody, even administer. You can see, we have a disjointed government. Do you see something central in this government we are running? Or even in the party itself, even the party in power. Wait, when it's getting towards 2026, you will begin to see that the APC is not as solid as you thought it was, depending on who is where.